Hey guys, what's up? So, I've been sitting here watching YouTube videos, and I keep seeing this thing. They're calling it an exploit and saying this is the best way to farm. I've seen it on a couple different channels now, and they're farming a cellar, and they're leaving the cellar and logging out and going back in. So, I'm just going to show everybody a more effective way to do that. I'm only on World Tier 3 because this is my Thorns Barb that I messed up. So my damage is a little low right now. I could totally do this on 4, but it'll take a little longer. And I just want to show you how fast it can be, if that makes sense. So, near Shad, you come down here. Right about there is where we're going to go. If you want to farm a cellar, this is how you do it. I don't believe cellars are the best way. They're nice when events pop in them. I prefer the little activities that we just ran past there. The events. Okay, so here's a cellar. We'll walk in. We'll do it real quick. We'll come back out. Okay, now what they're saying to do is walk back out, get outside the door, quit the game, log back in, do the cellar again. Now what I'm going to say to do, right up here is another cellar. I don't know exactly where, it's not far, it's right along this road. It's right there. Go in there and do it. This is just like my farm up there for events, the one I showed you guys the other day, where I use the cellars to reset the 2 events, and there's a cellar at each event, in and out, do the event, go back in the cellar. Except for on this one, if you're gonna use cellars to XP, or get gear as they're saying, this is how I would do it. I do not believe cellars are effective for gear. The only way a cellar would be good, I think, is if you got the one that has the treasure goblins in it. That would be awesome. But you know how many hundreds of cellars you're going to have to run before you see a treasure goblin? I've only seen one since I've been playing, and I've put quite a bit of time in.
Thank you, Wanderer. Without you...
Now on this one we'll actually get obols, which is great.
Think I can manage from here? Please.
But half the obols will be able to get from going outside and doing an event. So grab your obols, grab your stuff. Leave the dungeon. Now we should be able to go back to the first one and it be reset. Literally, you can do this anywhere on the map where there's 2 cellars close by. It's always worked for me, anywhere that there's 2 cellars close together. I just came to this one because it was close to Shad.
I need more time.
You don't even have to get off your horse, you can just run back in. Let's reset. I mean, I guess if you needed yellow gear to destroy so that you could have some Delve Crystals. This could be as effective as a Nightmare Dungeon, but... and way less time consuming.
I must wait.
But I don't think it's an effective way to level or farm or anything. We'll do one more just to show you that the other one will be reset too. Yeah, if I were going to farm these cellars, this is how I would do it. It's way more effective than logging out and back in. And there's closer to cellars that are closer together than the two I chose. I just knew these were relatively close together. And
but now
I could knock it out real quick.
I can't leave my friends here. Not like this.
We can't do it alone.
Only way out of this is to fight.
My damage is finally starting to creep up. I've been farming so hard on this tune. Trying to fix him after I use from Thorns to Whirlwind. Been doing tier 4 Hell Tides. Coming back here and doing
Take this, my friend.
dungeons so that I
It's
could
not much, but I hope it helps.
I do need a bunch of this yellow
You
gear.
deserve this. Never seen anyone
That's
fight
why I've
like
been coming
you.
back doing dungeons. Just to grab the yellow gear. And again, this seems to be okay for yellow gear, but I'm getting lucky on the
Bags are full.
sellers I'm getting that they're popping events. Normally you don't see so many events. I'll try this for a while longer. It's I mean, you know, it's okay. I only had 2 pieces of yellow gear and those 2 pieces already in here, so we got that in the 4 that we ran, which isn't bad. If you need, like I do, Veld crystals, I guess this isn't horrible as long as you get lucky with how much yellows are dropping, because there's some that you just don't get any gear. Like, you'll get just, you know, blue stuff. This just doesn't seem like it would be all that effective to me. But maybe just for farming for Veld crystals, it'll be alright. I'll leave it up to you guys. It's everybody's own game to play, you know. I'll play my way, you'll play yours. All I can do is give you the tips that I find useful. But I just got tired of seeing log out and back in and go right back in. That takes longer than just finding 2 that are close together and just bouncing between the 2. And in my experience, when I have used that method for my other, when I'm farming these little events, you know, that spawn here and up here, sellers reset those in some locations, not everywhere. So I use sellers a lot, and I usually do clear them. I've never found that they were, or never thought that they would be great for farming. I guess it really depends on what you need. So anyway, that's my 2 cents. You guys have a good day. Enjoy your game. Good luck.